This news article just popped up on one of the forums I frequent. Cary police, lock your doors. Cary, North Carolina. Police on Tuesday urged Cary residents to lock up before going to bed, noting that more than 200 local homes have been burglarized in the last 15 months by people entering through unlocked doors and garages. Burglars recently have targeted homes in neighborhoods near Waldo Rood Boulevard and Cary Parkway, police said. No one has been injured in any of the incidents, and the thieves usually grab items within easy reach, such as purses and wallets, before fleeing. Since the beginning of 2010, 220 residential burglaries with no forced entry have been reported across Cary, they said. Police reminded residents to lock their garages and all external doors at night and keep valuables in a secure part of the home away from doors and windows. Police also suggested that residents use light timers and motion-sensitive lights to turn interior and exterior lights on at various times. Of course, the person who originally posted the story followed it up with his comment, "You have to tell people?" Sadly, yes. For many reasons. You've got people who are from a generation that didn't worry about locking their doors. You've got people who grew up in areas where the crime some of us have seen was not even a consideration to them. And you've got people who just don't think of it. In many areas of North Carolina, in just the 10 years I've been in the state, the changes have been astounding. Take the area I live in, for an example. When I moved in, it was almost considered the country. There were few residents here. You had to drive 15 miles to a grocery store, and you could still wander out into the woods. Seeing rabbits, deer, coyotes, owls, hawks, etc. was commonplace. But then growth happened. I'm one of those northerners who moved to the south to be closer to family. A lot of them came for jobs, etc., and frankly, they wanted the South to become the North. Some of us got along just fine with the new change and embraced it. Others decided there needed to be growth. Now you've got 3 drugstores to every corner, 6 grocery stores to a block, enough restaurants that you could eat something different every night for 6 months, etc. It has gone from a small podunk town to a small city. And with the coming forth of this growth came new morals and belief systems than these folks are accustomed to. It also brought a skyrocketing crime rate. But it also brought this sense of safety to people who'd never had it before. People came from where I did in the north and were raised in high crime areas. They remembered what they heard about the South, ignoring that they all but wiped it away for convenience, and decided it wasn't like home. There is no crime here. All of these factors brought forth an issue. Crime had arrived and they made it too easy. You have the ones who don't want to admit things have changed and the ones who don't realize it changed. So, here's the list of what needs to be remembered in this day and age. Lock your doors. Close your garage doors, especially if you aren't home. There should be nothing left in your car when you are outside of it that is worth more than $1. That means remove your purse, GPS unit, laptop computer, digital camera, video camera, iPods, CDs, etc. I even take my GPS down when just running in to use the bathroom at a gas station in broad daylight. Do not leave valuables on your front or back porch, especially overnight. If your backyard has a gate, put a lock on it. Do not discuss financial issues on the phone or with family/friends while on the front porch, especially if it involves your social security number and amounts of cash in bank accounts. Keep an eye on your children and pets. Do not let strangers, especially salespeople, into your home for any reason. If you are having appliances or furniture delivered, ask for ID and verify with the dealer. We have a terrible issue with apparent salespeople down here offering home security analysis or cable TV inspections for free. And most of those people get robbed within 48 hours of that visit. I've had the experience. We didn't get robbed because I had a big dog with a mean face at the time. People don't need to know what you have, even neighbors. Keep your mouth shut about the new TV or computer or the diamonds grandma recently left to you. Take boxes for electronics to the dump or waste management site. Do not put them out at the curb. Most towns have a place to drop this stuff. Use it. It takes less than 2 minutes to do this. If your community has a community watch, consider not advertising it. If you are searching for a new home, avoid areas that do advertise their community watch. If these two statements piss you off, research the statistics before flaming me. Living very close to a police station doesn't mean crap. Even criminals know the cops don't just hang around the police station. Walk with your head up and take off the headphones. Hang up your cell phone and stop texting. You are a harder target for a mugging, etc. this way. Also, a criminal is more likely to pass you by if you have made eye contact with him because now you can identify him. If you see a strange car in your neighborhood, make note of it. You should know make, model, and color if nothing else. If there is someone sitting inside and you are driving past it, make eye contact with them. You can now identify them in their vehicle. Do not approach the vehicle. Do not hide an emergency house key outside. If you are prone to losing or forgetting keys, leave a spare with a trusted neighbor. Okay, that's it. Just use common sense and actually be aware of your surroundings. There are bad people out there. As much as you may believe it will never happen to you or there aren't as many bad people out there as people think, you need to get your head out of your ass. You may be all loving and all accepting, and that's fine, but you need to be self-aware and be ready to protect you and yours. At least figure out how to react and try to make it harder for a criminal to do what he does. I was raised in a high-crime area, so stuff like this, to me, is not only common sense but second nature. You don't need to walk around suspicious of everyone and paranoid constantly, just be aware. Know your surroundings and your neighborhood. Also, you can make a buttload of excuses as to why you do these things or why you can't do other things. That's fine. An excuse is you being lazy, nothing more. It's a way of telling yourself nothing will ever happen to you. So you can spit out every excuse that ever comes to mind, but the fact is that if something does happen, you can only blame you. Anything can be achieved. You can prevent everything, but you can make you and yours a harder target. You at least need to know you did your best and you did what you could, but that criminal was intent on taking the spare change from your car or stealing everything you own from your house. Your excuses only make your life harder.